Hey lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If you love things related to your faith, related to your mental health and total well-being, you have come to the right place. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about the impact of exercise on your mental health. We've heard it time and time again that exercise is good for you. Moving at least 20 minutes a day or at least 30 minutes 3 times a week is good for you. Okay, wait, those numbers, like, don't quote me per se, but like, you get what I'm saying, right? And so we know that movement is good for our hearts, it's good for our minds, it's good for our bodies, but it's so good for the soul. Like, we were not meant to be stagnant or we wouldn't have legs. Like, think about that. Like, what's the point of having parts of your body that are meant for movement if you weren't created to move? And so just in understanding that even your bodily setup is meant for you to be a person of motion, let that encourage you to actually start moving. Movement looks like so many different things. It looks like dancing, it looks like running, it looks like walking, it looks like cycling, it looks like skateboarding, it looks like yoga and stretching, it looks like what is it called, like calisthenics, right? Like things that, like using your body weight to just kind of create motion and tension to build muscle. It looks like weightlifting, it looks like swimming, it looks like all these things, right? So if one thing doesn't work for you, don't use that as an excuse. There's so many other things you can do to move. And so I don't remember where I heard this quote, but like, it has stayed with me for a long time. And it's one that says, motion creates emotion, right? Like, the act of moving automatically, right? Like we talked from the physical impact, it creates like movement, and it focuses your mind elsewhere and actually sustaining your body and focusing on your breathing. But also, like, on a hormonal level, it releases endorphins, which are feel-good hormones. Like movement, can't say, I was trying to say movement and moving makes you happier. Like, isn't that a good enough reason to want to start moving? Like, so I just said, you actually have the body parts that can make you move, and now you realize that it's actually meant to make you feel good. So I've been posting a lot on my social media that I am training for the 2019 New York City Marathon. I've been doing a few races, kickboxing, going to the gym, all this stuff. And like a week and a half ago, maybe, I was in like the biggest funk I have ever experienced. Well, let me not say ever. The biggest funk I have experienced in a long time. When I tell you, I mean, I had no motivation. It just seemed like finding joy was a challenge. Like, going through the motion was something that I did because, you know, I am somebody who values, like, that I will do what I say. But it was so hard to get up in the morning, to go to work, to get up and try to, like, prepare for these videos, to try to, like, continue the process of following the publishing of my book, to support my friends and family, to celebrate milestones that people are having, and to try to work out. Like, it was so hard. And so my husband, who's also on his own fitness journey, he was like, babe, let's go to the gym. And I was like, and he was like, no, come on, like, it's actually going to help you feel better. And so we went to the gym, and when I tell you, I was pumped when I left there. Like, while going through it, yes, it was a challenge, but again, I'm not letting emotions be what guide my choices, but because I know what the outcome is going to be, I make the choice to do whatever it takes to lift that funk that I was in. And for various reasons, sometimes, like, we don't even know. It just might be hormonal changes in the body, that time of the month. It could just be like you actually have a history of mental illness. It might be depression. It could be spiritual warfare for all of you who are believers like I am. If you're going to, like, any kind of fasting or, you know, dedicating yourself to focus on God more, it's likely that some kind of, like, attack happens on you. And so in knowing that we have been equipped with tools accessible to us, some for more for us than for others, why don't you do something about it to change your circumstances? And so figure out what movement looks like for you. If it's more fun for you to dance, take a dance class. There are so many Groupons out there. Like kickboxing, I found a Groupon for $50 for 10 classes and gloves. That's $5 a class. Okay, that is unheard of. Like, even on a good day, paying $20 for a class is like, oh my gosh, this is such a steal. But $5 a class for 10 classes, and the gloves needed. So you have the equipment. All you have to do is just show up, put on your gloves, and punch, kick, whatever. Like, let out your stress. They're there. If it's getting a massage, that will help you feel a little bit better and then get you started on, okay, maybe I'll take a walk. Do it. Find a park. Like, call people. Make it an event. My mother-in-law was like, I've never walked the Brooklyn Bridge. I was like, listen, honey, I have a week off coming up soon. We're going to get this done. And so make an event. Like, be intentional about getting into motion that's going to create the emotions that you're looking for, like the positive emotions, versus allowing the negative emotions you're feeling right now keep you exactly where you are. You know how staying where you are feels like. You're already experiencing the despair, the frustration, the discouragement, the annoyance, the hopelessness. If you really don't want to stay there, make the decision that actually gets you out of it by moving. Literally, if it's just putting your feet on the ground, going to the kitchen, getting some water, trying to cook, start there. If it is, I'm actually just gonna go sit on the porch and people watch, or sit by my window and people watch, go there, right? Like, build up to the actual motion event. If it's, I'm gonna put my gym clothes on and then reevaluate if I'm gonna go, let that be it. YouTube is accessible 24/7 anywhere. Like, if you're watching this, you have a smartphone, a computer, or something, okay? And so you have access to, even if it's just 10-minute videos that you can do at home. Do something. If you have to pause, if you have to stop, if you have to, like, heave because it is way more than you've done in a long time, so be it, but just do something. Anything you do is going to give you better results than what you're doing right now by not doing anything at all, okay? And so focusing on that, motion creates emotion. You are physically equipped to move and to be a body in motion, and that it's going to create and release the endorphins that are actually going to create the emotions you want to feel, and motivation and inspiration to continue. Start now. Below, I'm going to link some of my favorite exercises that I've been working on. After the races, I kind of injured my knee a little bit. It's been swollen, and so I haven't been going as hard as I have been, but I've been working out at home. I've been doing like yoga that strengthens certain parts of your body. I've been doing like 20-minute cardio workouts with dumbbells focusing on the upper body. I'm going to link all of them below, but just pick one. Even if you're committing to only 10 minutes of a 30-minute video, start there. Anything is better than nothing. No beat up, remember, okay? Talk to you soon in the next video. Bye.